Hello, everybody. Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you, Mr. Consul, for hosting this party. I think it's a party, and I must say I'm very glad, I'm very happy, I'm very touched and moved to be here with you tonight. First, because I love you, La French Tech, and I think with Axel we're very proud of you, actually, because sometimes it's also sort of acknowledgement of something we've done well, and to see that you appreciate, you've taken this as your own token, and that you're going to take it even higher in the future. So thank you all, because that's all because of you. Thank you, Gaël, for organizing this first French Dutch conference, the first of numerous conferences I hope in the future. And thank you, our American friends, to be here tonight. I'm sure it will be a very good opportunity for you to meet with French entrepreneurs. I think we have a very good position with Axel to see what's happening right now in France. And we can feel that disruption is coming from even if the doors are sometimes closed, they come through the windows, they come everywhere. And we see innovators, we see new companies, new startups blooming everywhere. We see applications, developers, we see all that innovation, that creativity that wants to bloom, wants to meet with investors, French investors, business angels, American business angels, American VCs. We had a very interesting meeting 2 weeks ago, with many, I can't remember the number, but maybe dozens of VCs that came from the Silicon Valley to meet with French entrepreneurs, but also with the French administration to try to exchange about what we can call irritants, the cliches that are quite vivid about France, but that we need sometimes to temper a bit. And there was this interesting meeting between VCs, I was telling the ambassador, between these very, very big VCs and a lady who is in charge of employment and labor laws in France. And she was explaining the reform that we had implemented for the past 2 years and how we've introduced some flexibility in labor laws. And they were very amazed, our American contacts, because they told me it was very far from what I imagined being the status of labor law in France. So we need to work together to explain things, to explain what we're doing right now in France. Axel mentioned many reforms or many facts. We are really, this government is committed to make of innovation a real, one of the key elements of its economic policy, because in the global competition today, it's obvious that if we want to keep up, we need to focus on innovation, on startups. That's where innovation lies. And we have actually a choice, a very important choice right now in France, I think. From our point of view, when we're in charge of digital in France and when we're in close contact with the ecosystem, I think we can feel that we have now the choice between having a sort of spirit of conquest, having an offensive attitude towards globalization, or having a defensive position and trying to refuse to see technological progress, but also innovation in other areas in technology. And this is a very important choice, and I think we're on the same side, trying to also to help the French society and the French economy adjust, because it's not that easy, adjust to disruptive innovation. But I'm sure that this kind of meetings can really help, because you can see, you Americans can see what's going on in France and discuss with potential business partners or companies where you would like to invest or with whom you would like to develop R&D or innovation projects. And I think it's quite important that you have that image of a France that is very creative, and that is creative not only in technologies, but also, we were mentioning, products. You know, in marketing or in French taste or in the French touch, this mix of creativity and sort of fashion, etc., is something that we can find in many, many different areas. And I think that conference may be the showcase in the coming years for this creativity. And I'd like really you guys to keep that spirit, and that's really the spirit that we want definitely to support. So thank you all, and Thank you for your presence and enjoy the evening.